I had a very interesting experience in terms of the difference between actual pycnogenol and simply pine bark extract. It came from one of my readers who communicated with me via the internet. I got an email. Turns out this fellow is an MD himself who didn't want to take prescription drugs.
Who did not
want to take the prescription drugs.
Does that happen with doctors?
Frequently.
Because you said in your book that you didn't want to take prescription drugs.
Oh, absolutely not. I know too much about the drugs to want to take those. And I hear this all the time from physicians that they don't personally want to take the drugs. This fellow, to make things even more interesting, happens to be a director of research for one of the major pharmaceutical companies.
That is ironic.
Very ironic.
Okay.
He had been following my cholesterol program for years because he didn't want to take those drugs, started noting an elevation in his blood pressure and didn't want to take the hypertensive drugs, so he started taking the pycnogenol. And even though, frankly, a man in that kind of position makes a pretty good living,
right.
But everyone tries to save a dollar. So he experienced the drop in blood pressure from the pycnogenol, and he was delighted with that. And in fact, the emails that I received were effusive. He was so pleased. Then he thought, I'll save a few dollars, and I'll get the generic, because in medicine, a generic drug that a prescription would be versus the trade name, they're identical. So he thought, well, why not get the generic pine bark extract? So he switched, and what happened? His blood pressure went back up, and now he is back to taking pycnogenol.
Very good story.